Thank you so much for providing me this wonderful opportunity to delve into the tapestry of Baluchi folklore. Before discussing Balochi folklore, I would like to discuss what folklore actually is. If we define folklore, then it can be defined in one sentence that it is informal traditional culture. Initially, it was assumed that folklore belongs with the rural people, the uneducated people, the illiterate people who are the people of past, and this knowledge is being transmitted from person to person through words of mouth. According to the latest research, like folklorists or researchers like McNeil's, Tolkien, they believe that everyone is folk. Everyone is living a folk life, be it at the level of formal or informal level. But now the question arises that what makes folklore different from other cultural expression? Then the answer of this question would be its transmission. If it is transmitted, then it's a folklore. If it is not transmitted, then it is not a folklore. So in this regard, we can say that folklore is something that is not slipping away as initially it was assumed, but it is something that is declining and regrowing at the same time. So in order to understand this regrowth and declination of folklore, it is also important to understand the major components of folklore. Variation and tradition, according to folklorists, these two components are the major component of folklore. Variation means that there are multiple versions of a single folklore. If that multiple version of single folklore is transmitted through generation to generation, then it is a folklore. The other important component is tradition. Tradition also comprises two major elements. Number one is the dynamic element. Number second is the conservative or traditional element. In order to understand tradition, we need to understand what tradition is. Tradition basically deals with the code of conduct, the values, religious beliefs or practices that are being transmitted from person to person through words of mouth. And the conservative elements of tradition basically deals with all those elements that are responsible for genetic makeup of any individual belonging to any community, belonging to any society. If we talk about dynamic elements of folklore, then dynamic elements of folklore deals with the creative expression of these cultural traditions. If there is variation, suppose if we take the example of a folk tale, if a particular folk tale is retold, recreated, it is retold, recreated by different writers, by different translators, and this retelling also goes through several phases, and this variation, this evolution gives a kind of a dynamic variation to the study of the folklore. Now I would like to discuss what is Balochi folklore. If we talk about Balochi folklore is present in every Baloch life from cradle to grave. According to our Baloch scholars like Khudabakhsh Mari, Sardar Muhammad Khan Gishkori, they said that our entire history is oral. In order to understand our history, our cultural tradition, and for the reconstruction of cultural tradition, it is very important to rely upon the contemporary war ballads. So Balochi folklore also include verbal and customary traditions, like we have folklore, we have folk tales, we have myths, legends, proverbs, riddles, curses, blessing, tongue twister. Beside all these, we have also folk costume, folk dance, we have instrumental music, we have folk medicine, even we have folk nicknames and as well as places name. There are many genres of Balochi folklore, but due to the shortage of time, I would like to discuss some of them. Number first is folk songs. In English, it is lullabies, and in Balochi, it is loli. Like other traditions of the world, in Baloch tradition, the birth of a child is celebrated. The birth of a child is considered as an important event, not only for the parents but also for the entire family members. The family members and relatives, they gather around the newborn baby and they sing songs to express their happiness, and these songs also contain moral advices. These songs also contain a message, a kind of a hope that a newborn child will grow strong and he will be able to adapt all these codes of conduct, Balochi codes of conduct, in his practical life as well. So I'm quoting only 2 examples. There are many examples of loli, but due to the time shortage, I will be discussing 2 of them. The translations are done by me. Lullaby, lullaby to my son who wakes up in the mid of night, who keeps on weeping without rest. I will sing you to sleep and make it right. Sleep, sleep, my little one. In your decorated cradle adorned with scents. Protected by Allah's kind providence, you are my world, my precious son. A gift from Allah, the merciful one. You are priceless and unique. Sleep, sleep, my little one. La ilaha illallah is your protector. In Allah's care, you will be safe forever. Sleep, my son, and let your heart find peace. In your decorated cradle adorned with scents, protected by Allah's kind providence. Lilo lil kana bachiga, bachig neem shapa padat kag, bachig nasari to girit, bachiga mani gir bastag. बॉस के मंतरा नाजीना तरा चंडीना तई नाजा के दिला साड़ेना शागे ग्वांजगा वापेना पासा पास को तक बच्चीगा बच्चीग नवस पित्तो गिरेत हुल्ला हुलकना बच्चीगा हुल्ला ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह ला इलाह दसगीर बात. The second example is from a mother to her daughter. Lullaby, lullaby, my beloved daughter, you are my shining star. You bring meaning to my life. You bring beauty to my home. You are the adornment of my house. Close your eyes and sleep, my darling. I will sing you a lullaby to help you rest. Boas mani dosti janek wasp. तो मनी जिंदमान रुजने तो मनी लोगे साह तो जेवरे बॉस मनी दोस्ती जनिक बॉस मर्ची मन तई वाबे वास्ता सोत जना. The second genre of Baluchi folklore, which is a very important genre, and it can also be can be found out in other culture as well, the genre of proverb. In Balochi, proverb is called as batal. Proverb is a kind of a concise expression that is used to convey cultural wisdom in a generalized way. According to our scholars, intellectuals like Professor Abdul Sabur Baloch and Ghulam Farrukh Baloch, they said the people who possess vast knowledge of proverb, they have the expertise to use the proverb in a specific situation depending upon the specific event. They are also called as washgap. Proverbs in Balochi, they are used to convey any moral lesson. They provide guidance for the younger generation, and they also express common sense advice. There is a rich culture of Balochi proverb, but here I will be focusing on those proverbs that represent the women, the empowerment, the strength of Baloch women. So here are few examples that is related to this theme. Like number first is Janina machar pasyahiya Karane bichar pa dil brahiya. Its English translation is, do not judge a woman by her color, but by her actions. So this proverb deals with the role of the woman. This proverb says that the role of the woman should not be confined to the physical appearance. Rather, her role is beyond her color, her age, or her class. Another proverb is, Nuratungu panching katara, brath nadrapa anching guhara. English translation is, brothers give sacrifice to their warrior sisters. If we talk about war in Baloch culture and tradition, war is glorified in Baluchi language and culture. The status of women is equal to men. There are many female heroic characters in Baloch tradition that played a vital role in understanding the empowerment of Baloch women since ages. One of the renowned figure is the sister of Mir Chakar, Bibi Banadi. She was a sister of Mir Chakar, who was a renowned heroic figure in the history of Baloch tradition. It is assumed that Bibi Banadi, she participated in the battle of Panipat against Suris in favor of Humayun Emperor, and due to her courage and bravery, she became a symbol of inspiration for other girls, and due to her bravery they won the battle. The other heroic female character is Bibi Maryam. She was the mother of Nasir Khan, and it is believed that she is known for her intelligence, and she used to hold political discussions with Sardars in the absence of her son, and she also accompanied her son in the battle. The other proverb that is showing the empowerment of women in Baloch culture and tradition, Man hama injire patan taka, burz hama kuhani sararusta, sar mani hech guata nachin dinta, bon mani hech hora nami sinta. I am the broad-leaved wild fig tree on the top of the mountains. These two lines, this proverb is actually taken from the long poem of Mahnaz. Later on, these lines are converted into a celebrated proverb. In these lines, the empowerment, the strength of a woman is shown. The next one is Sheerzale Matani Bach Lagor Navit. Brave mothers give birth to daring son. And this proverb also showing the role of mother in family, in grooming her kids as well, that how she is instilling the Baloch code of conduct among her children. Pet pir with mardom warbit, mat mirit mardom garbit. Pet mirit mardom warbit, mat mirit mardom garbit. Father's death lead to poverty, mother's death lead to nothingness. This proverb is also highlighting the importance, role or the significance of women, not only in her family but in the society as well. So let's move towards the other genre of Balochi folklore, that is riddles. Riddles, in Balochi, riddles are called as chach. Riddles are important genre in Balochi folklore, and they are often used in social gatherings and events as a form of entertainment. When we talk about Balochi riddles are typically composed of question and answer. The question are represented in a poetic manner, in a metaphorical manner, and the answer of that question is one word, or maybe it is in it composed of a single line. So riddles can also riddles not only used as a form as a genre for the entertainment, but according to our Baloch scholars, riddles are also used to develop creative thinking skills and problem solving abilities. Here are some examples of riddles. Marde loga kaptago narit hala chikondo kushwara kari. What is that bring news from every side, but makes a man cry at the bedside? What it could be? Any idea, sir? Marde loga kapta go narit hala chikondo kishwara karit. What it could be? The answer is radio. Okay, the second one is चाच मचाच जी
तो सारे ना लोग तो सारे में बड़ा विषय है फॉर रेडियो चाच एक अगर आप जवाब देते कहते हैं कोई शहर में
चाच मचाच मीन आंसर. व्हाट इज द आंसर ऑफ दिस चाच? यस. Okay, the second one is
for question charge.
Yes. Question answer. It is actually composed in the form of question answer form. Yes.
बूझो तो जाने like in Urdu
बुझारते हैं exactly.
For fuslo or fuslo.
Yes. Dap nest gap kant, gosh nest oshkant. What object has no mouth or tongue to speak, but hears every word with power unique? The answer is telephone. Chara aiya ginda wata. Chara aiya ginda wata. What object do you gaze upon with care, but instead of seeing it, you see yourself there? Yes, very good. The answer is mirror. Denk, bilkul. The next one is Pose sara nindit hardo goshangit. What is it that rests upon the nose with ease, but holds both ears as if to appease? Glasses. Yes. Okay, there is another genre of Balochi folklore which is known as Nazing and Halo. As sir just discussed, this genre has similarity with Bravi genre of Nazing and Halo. Actually similar. The theme is similar. Nazing and Halo, these are the type of wedding songs, and these songs are sung by women who have expertise in singing these songs during the occasion, during the event of wedding. These songs are sung in order to express their happiness, and in these songs we can also find that the songs are in a rhymed scheme, and these rhyme schemes actually represent the cultural values, the code of conduct of Baloch culture and tradition. Like the example is, I am quoting here the example of Nazing. Bachchiya gushtag o mani mati, O my mother, the boy said. O mani mati manase bara nazi. O my mother, sing me lullabies 3 times. Yakbari shagi gwazaga nazi, firstly in my cradle when I am small. Dumi bara dancho pe sara nazi. Secondly, when I am circumcised, standing tall. Simmi bara banore kasha nazi. And finally, beside my bride, when I take my love to be my guide. That's it. Thank you so much.